November isn't just about mashed potatoes and stretchy pants. It's also about a buffet of new games, giving you a much-needed escape from those family get-togethers. So today, we're taking a look at the best niche, indie, and fanservice-y games releasing in November. I hope you're hungry. Let's dig in. First up is Phoenix's Faye, where a lifetime of martial arts training suddenly turns into your only return ticket out of isekai hell. You play as a girl who's mastered every fighting discipline.
Like, all of them?
And now she's trapped in a fantastical world where the only way home is through kicking ass and taking names. And that's the real hook. Combat is fast, flashy, and punishing, with swords, bows, and even bare-knuckle martial arts that launch enemies across the battlefield. Forget healing items. The only way to recover HP is to kick more ass, with parries, dodges, and countering with style. Fill the rage gauge and unleash a fiery, screen-clearing ultimate attack that makes you feel like an absolute powerhouse. Basically, if you want a game where you beat fools while looking good, Phoenix's Faye might just be your next obsession. Moving on to Million Depth, an action strategy roguelike where you play as Moma, diving into a seemingly endless underground world to find her missing friend. Yeah, like literally a million floors deep, hence the name.
That makes sense.
It's post-apocalyptic Earth meets an ever-shifting labyrinth of parallel worlds and time loops. And time plays into the combat, where you use the biotope jammer to stop time mid-battle, plan out your moves, and survive by outsmarting enemies. You craft equipment by smashing together blocks in crazy combinations, like a shield that doubles as a buzzsaw. Hell yeah. And because it's a roguelike with time at the forefront, your past decisions echo into future runs. With multiple endings, shifting environments, and a million mysterious ways to screw up, Million Depth has one more run written all over it. Moving on to Where Winds Meet. This is a free-to-play open-world RPG set in 10th century China, and it's pure wuxia fantasy. With vast ancient cities, misty canyons, and hidden temples all tied together with a dynamic weather system that makes the world feel alive. You're a young swordsmaster forging your own legend, and how you play is totally up to you. Fluid combat lets you mix martial arts with mystical powers, looking like poetry of violence. Outside of battle, you can fish, cook, play music, or just wander around like a historical tourist. Add in solo play, co-op story missions, 5-player dungeons, 10-player raids, and PvP battles, and suddenly this free RPG is packing MMO-level content. And yes, it's free to play, but with cosmetics-only monetization. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Moving now to Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive. Based on the hit web novel series and an evolution of Solo Leveling Arise, this iteration ditches the mobile gacha shenanigans for a full buy-to-play action RPG experience. No timers, no energy meters, just skill-based dungeons and loot grinding the old-fashioned way. You know, just like a real, actual video game.
I've never been so happy in my whole life.
You step into the shoes of Sung Jin-woo, tearing through dungeons with combat that's fast, brutal, and dripping with style. Packed with parries, counterattacks, and his massive Monarch of Shadows transformation. Gear comes from crafting with monster loot, and progression is built around farming dungeons, unlocking skill trees, and just playing the game. On top of that, you've got 4-player co-op raids, pets that actually help in combat, and big dungeons that let you explore without annoying timers. The PC version drops on November 17th, with Xbox Series getting it in 2026. So yeah, if you've been waiting for a proper way to flex Jinwoo's god-tier glow-up, this is your shot. Next up, Demonschool, a tactics RPG that feels like Persona got trapped in a 1970s Italian horror movie. You play as Faye, a college freshman and heir to a demon-hunting family, trying to balance classes, friendships, and, oh yeah, fighting literal demons on a cursed island. Typical college, am I right? Combat uses a unique system where movement equals action. Every step, kick, or slash happens simultaneously when you lock in your plan. Demonschool isn't just about demon judo throws. By day, you're building relationships with a big cast of classmates, and those bonds unlock all sorts of new flashy combo attacks. If you've been craving something that blends the social sim DNA of early Persona with tactics combat that actually feels fresh, Demonschool might be your jam this November. Blend Contra and Time Crisis in a blood-soaked cyberpunk New York, and you'd get something that looks a whole lot like Neon Inferno. Set in the year 2055, you play as an assassin working for the family, mowing down rival gangs and corrupt cops, while skyscrapers glow like giant nightlights. It's gritty, it's stylish, and it feels like it's the kind of game you'd endlessly pump quarters into in a sticky 90s arcade. The gameplay mixes side-scrolling run-and-gun action with gallery shooter mechanics, meaning you're blasting enemies not just on your plane, but in the background too. It keeps the action hectic and makes you feel like you're fighting across multiple layers of the city at once. I'm definitely digging the vibe of its chunky 32-bit pixel art, synthwave soundtrack, and the fact that you don't have to fight alone. It's got 2-player co-op, so you can bring a friend along for all the carnage. Hell freaking yeah. Neon Inferno is shaping up to be one of the most stylish indie action games of the year when it releases in November. This next one's aiming right at the Gotta Waifu 'em all crew. Yggdra Refrain, a waifu collectible RPG, is packed with over 50 animated heroines. You'll build a team of 5 girls, each with unique skills, and battle your way through turn-based encounters where card draws and smart skill combos decide who walks away victorious. You play as a boy who finds a mysterious pocket watch tied to a girl named Norne. And from there, time starts flowing toward another great upheaval. Along the way, you'll meet heroines from diverse factions. Each group brings new allies, politics, and subplots that dive into their hidden stories. With a massive 10-hour main storyline, side stories to flesh out the cast, and flashy ultimate animations that bring these characters to life, Yggdra Refrain isn't just about collecting pretty faces. It's about surviving a world caught in the endless cycle of war and rebirth. Let's wrap up this list with something a little more magical. Elemdian is an action-adventure game where you play as Aruma, a hero with wolf heritage.
Good, baby, very good.
The world of Morocco is yours to explore, bursting with enchanted islands, puzzles tucked into ruins, and plenty of secrets that only a wolf's agility can uncover. The big hook here is the Elemdian system. There are magical crystals that power Aruma's abilities and form the backbone of a deep spellcrafting system. Combat is a mix of swordplay with spell slinging, giving you a lot of flexibility in how you approach each fight. But at its core, Elemdian is all about unraveling how Aruma's wolf heritage is tied to the fate of the world. If you like games that reward both brains and brawn, plus a little magical tinkering, Elemdian is one to keep an eye on when it launches next month. Before closing things out, here are some honorable mentions. Starting with Lollipop Chainsaw Repop Switch 2 Edition. It's pretty much what you'd assume. The cult classic cheerleader zombie slasher is back again, this time landing on the sparkly new Nintendo Switch 2. Next is Atelier Ryza Secret Trilogy Deluxe Pack. If you missed out on Ryza's alchemy adventures, here's your excuse to binge them all, including updates, extras, and quality of life tweaks. Last but not least, the indie darling that won hearts years ago is finally on its way. Unbeatable is a rhythm adventure game where you fight to the beat, backed by an awesome soundtrack. Man, even the bonus round this month is tasty. So yeah, November is loaded, giving you plenty to be thankful for. Which of these are you loading onto your wishlist? And what did I miss? Let me know in the comments. Visit my Steam Curator page for everything I cover. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my month-long series on fan service horror games.
Quiet.